ISR curriculum, instructional design, and assessment practices guide teaching effectiveness and student learning. The curriculum framework, what, whether, and how, allows us to communicate as a faculty and reflect on our practices. One thing that we know clearly is we have standards for all content areas that we assess and report to 5 times in the school calendar year for middle school, elementary school, and then 3 times in the early childhood division. These standards guide our teaching and learning process as it makes up the what students need to know and be able to do of our curriculum structure. During our last 5 years, we have transitioned to Common Core State Standards in language arts. Conversations in all content areas and divisions regarding reading and writing have begun in the last 2 years as we continue our alignment with the strategic management plan. The assessments that we create and use comprise the whether or not a student is learning these standards. And finally, the units that teachers build and teach with create the how we will deliver instruction. Following the Understanding by Design model, these units are developed and enhanced by our team of teachers, as well as discussed in curriculum teams. We have recently implemented a data action model that works fluidly with the framework, asking teachers to, first, be clear with what standards are to be learned and communicate this to students. Second, build authentic assessments that inform us as to whether or not the children are learning what is expected. And third, use the data plan to be responsive with instruction to meet the needs of all learners. Although we feel strongly that we have selected rigorous standards and learning outcomes, providing equitable and challenging learning experiences that meet every learner's needs is a goal we continue to strive for as a school. We have implemented a gradual release lesson delivery design from K to grade 9 that shortens the actual teaching time of the lesson and increases the amount of practice students get with the skills. During this practice, teachers work in small groups and individual conferences to coach students where they are performing and provide support to move them up the learning continuum. Furthermore, students that are performing well below or above the learning target inconsistently receive targeted differentiation backed by assessment data to show growth. We are developing a systemic process with the help of teachers, counselors, administrators, and parents to identify students with specific needs and support their learning plan. Clearly, providing further professional development for teachers in the use of data and instructional design will strengthen their skill set to provide this right fit learning. Communication amongst our staff and with students and parents will be paramount to ensure success. As seen on our self-assessment, we feel strongly that we have a well-developed process for school leaders to formally and consistently monitor instruction and student learning. All school leaders follow a supervision and evaluation timeline that incorporates varied methods for capturing the teaching and learning experience for teachers and students. Some of these include walkthroughs, scheduled classroom visits, and demonstration lessons for and by teachers, as well as observations of staff development, team meetings, and RTI meetings centered around the data action cycle. Continual professional development is apparent at all levels of the school. We have a strong yearly kickoff in August, where we work collaboratively with our staff on key curriculum aspects that will impact student learning. We bring in outside experts, use inside expertise, and capitalize on the outstanding leadership from our teachers to facilitate strong professional learning sessions. This learning ties to our school strategic plan and is supported by student data. Following this kickoff, we work collaboratively in numerous ways as a staff to improve our practice. These times include Tuesday after-school learning sessions, Wednesday early release data sessions, RTI meetings led by principals and literacy coaches, as well as team meetings. We have 3 professional development days built into the school year where we continue our learning process, focusing on our school strategic goals set before us. Parental involvement is a crucial component to the learning experience at ISR. We feel strongly that we meet the exceeding indicator as evidenced by our school having numerous channels of communication to inform parents of the progress being made. Along the lines of informing parents, ensuring that each child is well known by at least one adult is clearly noticeable within our walls and through the use of our encompassing character education program. This program includes habits of mind, values classes taught by parents, the use of classroom meetings at all 3 divisions where bullying prevention is a key topic, and our middle school advisory program.